A wonderful meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Just finished a meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and we have here an advanced team from ADDI to prepare for our return to Burkina Faso in April, to join our brothers and sisters in celebrating the SNC in Bogo. We are very enthusiastic. We have brought with us investors and several areas of expertise in the field of infrastructure construction, such as hospitals, airports, as well as experts in logistics and new technologies. We hope to launch next April during our return a training program in the latest information technologies for the benefit of 100 young Burkinabés. We also have a fashion team that will present a breathtaking fashion show at the SNC Bobo-Dioulasso. We will also organize a dance competition in which we want traditional dancers from Burkina Faso to participate. The winner of the dance competition will travel with us to South Africa, where they will compete against South African dancers in September. We will also have discussion days where we will talk about the role of African women throughout history. In the liberation of Africa, these discussions will also be dedicated to promoting and highlighting the youth of Burkina Faso, because they have shown what can be accomplished when young people are informed, when young people are empowered and armed with the truth.
And highlighting the Burkina Faso youth.
It is a dangerous country, do not go there. Well, I had 700 renegades who said, no, Pastor, we believe in you, we're coming with you. As we speak, but a lot of the people that went with us, some actually stayed. We went with a 98-year-old man who said, if the last thing I do, I'm going to Burkina Faso, and if I die in Burkina Faso, it's okay, I'll go to heaven. Many are going back because they have been there. They realized it was nothing like what we were being told by the media. The alert level was so high. It was an absolutely no-go area. One young person did a video. Ambassador, day 1, where's the war zone? I haven't found it yet. Ambassador, day 5, are you hiding the war? I haven't found it yet. So let's go home. Ghana is doing a tremendous job. I took I took African Americans to Ghana about 4 years ago. Many have gotten married. I was surprised how many African Americans, they found husbands, someone found wives. And let's start going home. And let's demystify the lies about Africa. People are being told Africans don't like you. Africa is a dangerous place, a disease and dying continent. Far from it. Yes, we have our issues, but you can equally live in Africa better than you can live in the Western world. And that is a fact. I had a white nurse in my hospital who visited Kenya, loved it so much, came back, and she sold her home, rented a camper, drove around the country. Because I was African, she would update me on what she was doing. To this day, 15 years later, this white woman lives in Kenya. She's living a better life in Kenya than she would have lived in America. She sends messages to us in the hospital, to her friends. You can live very well in Africa, but people just need to be exposed that there's another world out there, particularly for those descendants of the formerly enslaved. Their inheritance is waiting for you back home in Africa.
Something historic is happening in Africa. Something powerful, something emotional. After centuries of separation, after generations of exile, after decades of propaganda telling the African diaspora that Africa had nothing to offer them, they are finally coming home. Not as tourists, not as visitors, but as builders. And leading this powerful movement is a woman many Africans already know. A fearless Pan-African voice, a champion of African dignity. Dr. Arikana Chihombori. This week in Ouagadougou, something extraordinary happened. A delegation of Afro descendants from around the world arrived in Burkina Faso to reconnect with their ancestral roots, to invest in the future of Africa, and to join the revolutionary wave of African self-determination that is sweeping across the continent. But what happened inside the meeting with Burkina Faso's foreign minister shocked many observers. Because this was not just diplomacy. This was history in motion. And tonight, we will break down why the diaspora is returning to Africa, why Burkina Faso has become a symbol of African awakening, and why this moment could mark the beginning of a global Pan-African renaissance. Stay with us. Because what you are about to hear is bigger than politics. It is about identity, unity, and destiny. For over 400 years, millions of Africans were scattered across the world, from the Caribbean to the United States, to South America, to Europe. Entire civilizations were families destroyed, cultures erased, but something powerful survived. The memory of Africa, across generations, across oceans, across centuries. The descendants of Africa never forgot where they came from. They kept the rhythms, the traditions, the resistance, and today, that spiritual connection is turning into a physical return. Across Africa, we are seeing a new phenomenon. The return of Afro descendants to their ancestral homeland. Ghana opened the doors with the year of return. Countries across the continent are welcoming the diaspora. But today, one nation is capturing the imagination of Pan-Africanists everywhere. Burkina Faso, the land of upright people. The country that once gave the world Thomas Sankara, and today is led by a young revolutionary spirit, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Under this new wave of African sovereignty, Burkina Faso is sending a clear message to the world. Africa is open for its children, and this week, one of Africa's most respected Pan-African voices returned, Dr. Arikana Chihombori. For many in the diaspora, Dr. Arikana is more than a diplomat. She is a truth-teller, a woman who exposed how Africa has been economically exploited for decades. As former African Union ambassador to the United States, she became famous for speaking boldly about the real history of Africa. And because of that courage, millions across the African diaspora began asking an important question. Why are we not investing in Africa ourselves? Now, Dr. Arikana is turning words into action. On March 4, 2026, her delegation from the African Diaspora Development Institute, ADDI, arrived in Ouagadougou. This was not their first visit back this time. The mission was deeper, more strategic, more ambitious. They were received by Burkina Faso's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Karamoko Jean-Marie Traoré. Alongside him were key officials, including Minister Delegate Stella Eldin Kabor. And what happened in that meeting revealed something extraordinary. The diaspora is no longer just talking about Africa. They are preparing to build it. During the meeting, Dr. Arikana made something very clear. This visit was not symbolic. It was preparation for action. The ADDI delegation described the mission as an advanced operation. Their goal, to prepare the return of more Afro descendants to Burkina Faso. And their first major event will happen at the upcoming SNC Cultural Festival, Bobo-Dioulasso, in April 2026. But what they're planning goes far beyond culture. Yes, there will be celebrations, fashion shows, traditional hairstyles, dance competitions, cultural exchanges. But behind these events lies something deeper, a reconnection between Africa and her global family. Dr. Arikana explained that they want to showcase the best of what Africa has to offer. Traditional dancers from Burkina Faso will compete, and the winner will travel with the delegation to South Africa later this year. Imagina that African cultural exchange between Africans at home and Africans who were separated by history. This is not entertainment. This is reconnection. But the most important part of the mission may surprise you. The delegation did not come empty-handed. Among the diaspora members are experts in infrastructure, construction, technology, logistics, investment, development planning. These are professionals from around the world, people who built careers in global industries. And now, they want to bring those skills back to Africa. Their goal, to support Burkina Faso's development, to help build industries, to create jobs, to empower young Africans. And most importantly, to prove that Africa does not need to depend on outsiders to grow, because the African diaspora alone represents over 200 million people worldwide, with trillions of dollars in economic power. Imagine what could happen if even a small percentage of that power returned home. Africa would transform faster than anyone expected. During the meeting, Foreign Minister Karamoko Jean-Marie Traoré delivered a powerful message. He welcomed the diaspora home, not as guests, but as family. He praised their initiatives in investment, cultural promotion, youth empowerment, and he assured them that the government of Burkina Faso is ready to support their projects. This is significant because for decades, many Africans in the diaspora felt disconnected from their homeland. But today, the doors are opening, and Burkina Faso is saying something powerful to the world. Africa belongs to all her children. Another important aspect of this initiative is the focus on African women. The delegation plans to organize a special discussion day focused on the role of African women in development, the liberation of Africa, the empowerment of youth, because history has shown us something important. Some of Africa's strongest movements were led by women, from freedom struggles to education to economic empowerment. And leaders like Dr. Arikana Chihombori are proving that African women are at the forefront of this new renaissance. What we are witnessing today is bigger than one meeting, bigger than one festival, bigger than one country. This is the rebirth of a dream that leaders like Marcus Garvey, Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, and Muammar Gaddafi spoke about decades ago. The dream of Pan-African unity, a world where Africans everywhere work together, where the diaspora returns, not just emotionally, but economically, where Africa builds its own future. Burkina Faso may just be the beginning, because when Africa calls, her children will answer. And this time, they are coming home not as victims of history, but as architects of the future. The question now is simple. Will the rest of Africa follow this path? If you believe in the future of Africa, if you believe the diaspora belongs in Africa's development, then this is the moment to stand together. Africa is rising, and the world is watching. Subscribe for more Pan-African stories, because the next chapter of African history is being written right now.
Thank you, Africa.